guys. I'm calling this meeting to order. It is 12:01. Next up will be roll call.
Alex Cantu
Alvaro
present.
Benavides present.
Espi Ochoa present.
Armin Garza present.
Mary Hernandez present.
Nereida Cantu present.
And I think we just electing Dr. Benavides.
All right, I said it at the beginning. Maybe you didn't hear me. Alvaro Benavides present.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, next up, that declares a quorum, Doc. So next up would be the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you, Mr. Salinas. Can we all please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everyone. We have no public comments, Mr. Salinas.
Dr. Sines, before we begin our meeting, could you lead us in a moment of silence for our employee that passed away, Mr. Homer Hinojosa Jr.?
Yes. Let's go ahead and have a moment of silence for Mr. Homer Hinojosa. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Doc. And thank you, Dr. Benavides, for reminding us of that.
Yes.
Okay, next item is under letter A, Business and Finance. Number 1, approval to authorize administration to negotiate agreement in enrolling agent of record for district health insurance plan and voluntary health products, RFQ 2021-31.
So move.
I have a motion by Mr. Garza,
Second.
and I have a second. All those in favor indicate by saying aye. All those opposed?
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna vote for it, but I'd like to go on record that I would like the new insurance contract. I would like a side-by-side comparison for when we approve the contract. That it be where the district saves money, that it be favorable to the district and not the agent, that it not be a long-term contract, that it be similar to what other districts do, that it be a simple contract, and that it includes provisions that protect the district and not the agent. And for us to see the comparison side by side at the time that we approve the actual contract.
Which could be in the next meeting, Dr. Benavides.
Yes, and
Dr. Benavides, which would be in the next meeting. So would you want a comparison of what we had and what we're getting, correct?
Yes, I want to see what we had, what we're getting, and how it's benefiting the district and how it's benefiting the employees.
And I'm with
Okay,
Dr. Hernandez.
I'm gonna vote nay. And the simple reason is because for me, there's a lot of unanswered questions. I know that I think the district is in current litigation with the current, the past agent of record. And I have a lot of questions when it comes to that, because I know that we're trying to save the district money, but yet we're going into another agent of record. We're not, I agree with Dr. B about the comparison. I just think I want to see there's no uncertainty how this lawsuit is going to go. And I think we should, as a district, on my end, we should wait and ask more questions to see those comparisons, to make sure that we're saving our taxpayers money. Because at the end, we're still going to have to go into litigation with a past current agent of record, meaning that we still have to pay attorney fees. We're still hiring a new agent of record, and that's pretty much. And I think we're not hiring new employees right now. I think we're hiring within the district because of everything that's going on with COVID. So I don't know if our in-house department can do that work and enroll the few people that we're hiring. That's the only reason why I'm voting no at this point, because I would like a little bit more information on it.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Cantu. So for the record, Mr. Cantu voting nay, but Dr. Sines, that's a good point Mr. Cantu made there, as well as Dr. Benavides. Dr. Benavides wanting a comparison in the next meeting, a comparison to what we had and what we're bringing on board. And then Mr. Cantu wanting the comparison or actual the reasoning behind it and what is it that could have been avoided, but what is it that's being brought to the table, correct, Mr. Cantu? So if we can have those two items brought to the next meeting so that both Mr. Cantu and Dr. Benavides can get those questions answered.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Salinas. And
Yes.
just to clarify, what is being approved right now is the ranking and authority for administration to negotiate with the highest ranked company on the pricing. So at the next meeting, we will bring the pricing before the final contract is approved by the board.
Okay. And I know I had a motion and a second. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Mr.
Aye.
Salinas, I'm gonna have to go ahead and abstain on voting on this one too. Just on the fact that on the litigations that they have. For now, I'm gonna go ahead and abstain from voting.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Hernandez. So for the record, Ms. Hernandez is holding back on due to litigations in the past. Okay, so motion passes. At this time, Dr. Science, go ahead and include those items that need discussion for the next meeting so that anyone that has questions in comparison to the agent we had, to the agent that's coming on board, or actually the RFQ that's being approved, and then, of course, the questions that Mr. Cantu had, so those can be answered. And any litigation that this person or entity had, if we can bring that to the table so that we can answer Mrs. Hernandez's questions. Okay, guys, with that being
Yes,
said,
thank you, Mr. Salinas.
with that being said, guys, under section code 551.071, 551.072, and 551.074, it is 12:08, and we'll be going into executive session. Okay, we are out of executive session. It is 12:29.
I move that we approve items number 1, 2, and 3 under personnel as discussed in executive session.
I have a
Second.
motion. And I have a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes. And I'll just need a motion for adjournment, guys.
So move.
I have a motion by Mr. Cantu
Second.
and a second. So that concludes our meeting, guys. Like Mr. Cantu said, stay safe. It's getting ugly out there.